Did you know that in some countries there are bathrooms that look like they came from the future? Laws so strange that hardly anyone believes them, and festivals that celebrate overcoming famine. Today, you're going to discover 10 amazing facts about countries and cultures around the world that will surprise you and even challenge everything you thought you knew about the planet. So go ahead, subscribe, and hit the like button so you don't miss more curious facts. More videos are coming your way. And let's start with Japan, where houses are so tiny that every single centimeter counts. Fact 1. Japan has more than 6,800 inhabited islands, and much of the country is mountainous. So flat land is scarce and mainly used for agriculture. This makes space for building houses limited, and homes end up being really small. Many people live in compact houses with custom-made furniture, using every inch of space possible. It's like every centimeter has to work for you. Speaking of unusual spaces and quirky decisions, let's travel across the world to see a place that turned a law into something really funny. Fact 2. Brazil. The law about dogs on sidewalks. In Brazil, some municipal and state laws say that dogs can't roam freely on sidewalks. Created in some cities under local codes of conduct, the idea was to protect pedestrians and keep the city organized. But in practice, lots of people ignore it, and you still see dogs walking around without leashes. It's one of those laws that sounds funny because it makes sense on paper, but in real life, hardly anyone follows it. And if Brazil has curious laws, wait until you see how a European country takes food seriously to the point it seems almost like a joke. Fact 3. France. Cheeses with crazy rules. In France, cheese isn't just food, it's almost a religion. Some cheeses, like Roquefort, have very specific production rules defined by law. From using only one type of milk to aging in particular caves. It may sound extreme, but it guarantees that every piece has its authentic, world-recognized flavor. Imagine a country where even the cheese has a user manual. And if cheese is serious business in France, wait until you see how an Asian country handles holidays. Fact 4. China. Singles Day. In China, there's a holiday called Singles Day, celebrated. On November 11th, the date came about because the number 1 represents a single person, and young singles started celebrating their independence. Today, it's the world's largest online shopping event, with sales hitting billions of dollars in just one day. Being single has basically become synonymous with partying and shopping. Fact 5. Ghana. Homowo Festival, mocking hunger. In Ghana, the gay people celebrate the homowo festival, which means mocking hunger. The tradition started after they faced severe food shortages, and after a good harvest, they decided to celebrate overcoming famine. During the festival, families prepare kpekbol, a fermented cornmeal dish, offer it to ancestors, and participate in traditional dances and processions, celebrating resilience, culture, and community unity. Let's cross over to Oceania to see how an entire country takes wildlife to the next level. Fact 6. Australia, the island where rabbits took over. In Australia, there's an island called Kangaroo Island, famous for its wildlife. But the whole country has an interesting history with rabbits. In the 19th century, rabbits were introduced for hunting, but they multiplied so much they became a plague, destroying crops and causing huge damage. Today, control is strict, but the rabbit population is still remembered as a classic example of how an introduced species can become a massive problem. And if even rabbits can cause chaos in Australia, wait until you see how a European country has transportation traditions completely different from ours. Fact 7. Netherlands, more bikes than the people. In the Netherlands, there are about 23 million bicycles for a population of around 17 million people, meaning there are more bikes than people. The country is famous for its amazing network of bike paths. For the Dutch, bikes aren't just transportation. They're a way of life, used to go to work, school, and even shopping. In some cities, you'll find more bikes parked than cars on the streets. Fact 8. Japan high-tech bathrooms. In Japan, bathrooms are an attraction on their own. Many have heated seats, water jets for cleaning, music, and even lids that open automatically. The technology was designed for comfort and hygiene, and it's almost become a cultural tradition. For many visitors, stepping into a Japanese bathroom is so futuristic, it feels like a scene from a sci-fi movie. Fact 9. United States Thanksgiving leftovers. In the United States, Thanksgiving is famous for turkey, pumpkin pie, and apple pie. An interesting fact is that many families use leftover turkey to make sandwiches, turning leftovers into a practical and tasty meal. It's not a universal tradition, but it happens in many homes, showing how the abundance of the holiday inspires creative ways to reuse food. And if even leftovers get a second life in the US, let's visit a South American country with a festival full of music, colors, and sports all at once. Fact 10. Brazil Parintins Festival, Boi Bumbá. In Brazil, in the city of Parintins, the Boi Bumbá Festival takes place every year. It's a celebration mixing music, dance, and a competition between two fictional oxen, Garantido and Caprichoso. The event lasts 3 days and attracts thousands of people, showcasing the richness of Amazonian culture. Beyond the colors and choreography, the festival is a true display of creativity and tradition, with each group spending months on costumes, sets, and rehearsals to impress the audience. And that wraps up our journey through some of the most fascinating cultural facts from around the world. From Japan with its tiny houses, to curious laws in Brazil, French cheese with strict rules, Singles Day in China, the Homowo Festival in Ghana, rabbits in Australia, bikes in the Netherlands, high-tech bathrooms in Japan, Thanksgiving leftovers in the US, and the Parintins Festival in Brazil. If you enjoyed these curiosities, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to catch more fun and surprising facts about countries and cultures around the world.